Stephen Robbins, Royal Creek Consulting.
Mr. Stephen Robbins, Royal Creek Consulting, and we had to get him on the line today here at the Crude Life Media Network because he's down in the Permian Basin, kind of doing a little bit of a tour of some of his clients, some prospects, maybe even a site or two, who knows. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Jason. How are you doing?
Good, good. So what's happening down in the Permian Basin now that you're on the boots on the ground down there a little bit?
Yes, sir. It's picking up. It's very busy down here, and it's good to be back in West Texas and visiting with some of my existing customers, but also meeting with new customers and also new potential clients.
So first off, remind everybody what it is you do. Kind of, you got a unique business model a little bit. It's a consulting business, but it's kind of a little bit more niche than that, isn't it?
Yes, sir. So, Jason, we at Royal Creek Consulting, we provide sales and business development services for service and supply companies in the oil and gas industry. And it's a little bit unique. It goes against the grain as far as the traditional model of a sales employee, but we're excited about what we're doing and the impact that we're making on the industry.
Kind of give me a basic overview of that, because a lot of people are automatically thinking like, oh, he's a sales department or something like that. So just kind of, describe maybe your relationship with one or your two of your clients, if you can, just kind of how that works.
Yeah, absolutely. So some people could look at it as a sales staff, and we can be utilized as such, but we like to think of our services as more of a high-level service provider, meaning we've spent a lot of time developing customer and business relationships, and we've vetted most of these people, if not all of them, as to who are the buyers and who are the decision makers within our company or our customer's company and their structure. And so when we team up and partner with a service or a supplier, we're able to take them direct, and it's a little more efficient this way, and we're not beating around the bushes, and we're not having to spend a lot of time and a lot of company revenue or a lot of company money to get to where they need to be as far as getting in front of decision makers. Yes, that's a roundabout way to describe.
Yeah, so you mentioned kind of the overview of the different clients you have, but what industries, I guess, because it's kind of like you're a connector of industries, that sort of thing. So what kind of sub-industries within the oil and gas do you represent or are you currently pursuing?
So we represent clients that provide frac stacks, isolation tools, torque and test services, as well as non-destructive testing, whether it be phase array, ultrasonic testing, to just regular ultrasonic or magnetic-particle inspection, as well as a production equipment fabricator. And then additionally, we just brought on a new client, and we're very excited about it. And we're getting ready to finalize that deal, but it is a completions fluid and completions chemical provider. And they're actually out here in the Permian Basin, as well as up in the Bakken, and they're over in the Marcellus and Utica. And they're a great client and a great partner to add to our arsenal of service and suppliers.
That's pretty neat, huh? So you are in a bunch of different shale plays too.
Yeah, that's the great thing about this industry. It is a small world, and just because you get started in one doesn't mean that's where you're going to end up. And we've been blessed to have built relationships with people who have basically have transplanted into other shale plays, and as they get to where they're going, they request us to come along, and that's been something that we're very fortunate with, and again, we've been blessed to have built those relationships that they travel, and we're excited to be coming up into the Bakken. It's something new for us as far as Royal Creek Consulting is concerned. But we are excited about coming up there and meeting and developing new relationships there as well.
Stephen Robbins, Royal Creek Consulting, on the line with us. He's down in the Permian Basin right now. And talk to me about the vibe. What's going on down there? You just spent probably about 4 or 5 days down there, and you're talking with everybody from I imagine the people you're staying with, whether it's friends or family, or it's a hotel, or the restaurants you're eating at, or the clients you're with. Kind of what's that overall economic vibe happening down there?
Well, the economy is booming. I'm actually not staying at a hotel. Very fortunate that one of my clients has staff housing down here, and so I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment with a close, I call him a close friend and a great colleague, and so I'm very fortunate with that. But right now, I believe if you wanted a hotel room down here, you're looking at on the low end $450 a night, and we've seen it as high as $600 a night. So the demand for housing is here, and that is brought on by the demand for workers and hands, and it's booming. So I would say it's probably 4 times as busy out here as it was in January of 2017, and 4 times as busy as it was in May of 2016. So it's growing exponentially, which is great. We love to see it. We love to see more drilling rigs, and we're just down here in the middle of all the madness and the chaos, but it's good chaos. A lot of new programs, new completion programs are being brought on. Companies are extending their programs, so we're blessed to be down here and being a big part of all of this.
Did you say $450 a night?
Yeah, the Holiday Inn down here on the 250 loop is pretty consistently at $450 a night.
That's incredible. That's the most I've ever heard of. There's been some other ones too, but man, that was quite a sticker shock when you said that.
Yeah, we were down here in March, and I had my family with me, and we unfortunately had to pay those rates to get a good quality hotel. We're seeing some of the lower end extended stay hotels are low 400s, but again, I mean, a good quality hotel is going to start about $450 and go up from there. And as long as the economy can handle that, it's I guess drill baby drill.
Any observations in terms of job postings on LinkedIn and on a lot of social media, that sort of thing? I see that everybody's hiring. Of course, it's in the news. Are you seeing it down there at the McDonald's, at the gas stations? In addition to the professional, are the services hiring too?
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen just from traveling west from Midland, Odessa area on I-20, headed out towards the Pyote and Monahans area. Just your regular Family Dollar, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Your typical chains are out here hiring, and it's busy. It's really busy. A lot of traffic. You can't really go down I-20 too far without running into either road work or some sort of minor traffic accident. And but congestion is big down here right now. There's a lot of people, and obviously they're building their infrastructure to withstand and I guess grow with it. But it's a work in progress.
My guess is there's a lot of semis.
Yeah, a lot of stand trucks and a lot of water haulers up and down the road, as well as light pickup trucks.
That is the one part of the oil boom that I still struggle with. I cringe a lot of times on that. It's my fault. I know that. Because, the truckers are the backbone of the economy. And it's just one of those things where there's always, when you're dealing with a semi, man, it's a game of inches. You got to be really alert and make sure everybody on the road's alert when driving on some of those back roads, because they're not 4 lanes, a lot of those side roads. And, so it didn't surprise me when you said there was an accident every day or every week or something like that. So what else we got going down there? Any as far as the industry goes, you hearing any trends in terms of shortages, surpluses, people hiring in masses?
Yeah, a lot of the billboard and advertisements out here are showing a lot of companies have job fairs, it seems like, daily. And which is a great thing for our industry, that we are able to reach out into the community and bring forth quality workers. And in addition to that, I'm hearing a lot of shortages on water transfer equipment, whether it be trucks transporting or even pumps, water transfer pumps. Sand is still an issue here. Getting sand into the basin is there's still the bottleneck there. It's not uncommon to drive down 20 and see unit trains of sand, and I'm pretty certain those are holding more than white sand. In addition, you see a lot of sand trucks with sand boxes hauling sand up and down the road, which that's going to be a mixture of northern white as well as regional sand. And I think right now the 2 biggest shortages that I'm seeing out here is sand and people, as far as qualified people. As these companies are continuing to grow, it's putting the strain on the service companies to grow with them. And it's unique. It's great for our economy, and as oil continues to climb as far as the price is concerned, it's only going to get busier.
Stephen Robbins, Royal Creek Consulting, on the line with us. In addition to Royal Creek Consulting, he's also a husband. And are you a father yet?
Yes, sir. I have 2 beautiful daughters.
Okay, so yeah, and the reason I bring that up is because I think you moonlight. Last time I talked to you, you have another company or another job or something like that on the side. What's going on there?
Yeah, in addition to Royal Creek Consulting, April, my wife, and I, we own Journey Oilfield Inc., and we're a flowback equipment rental company, and currently have 10K cyclonic sand separators that we rent out here in the Permian Basin. And that's a company that we're extremely excited about. And, we picked our company name based on what it took for us to get here, and it's been nothing short of a journey, and quite an adventure as it is. And we've been blessed to work with great companies, to continue to grow with them, and we're excited. We're getting ready to double our inventory with equipment, and that's also coming out here to the Permian.
No kid. And what was the name of that company? Journey
Oilfield Inc.
Journey Oilfield Inc. All right. What's next for you then? Let's kind of wrap her up here a little bit. Final thoughts on what you're dealing with out in the Permian and what your consulting business has to offer, that sort of thing. So just kind of the floor is yours.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Again, I always appreciate your time and the ability to speak with you. It is a true honor to be involved with the Crude Life Network, and we're going to be wrapping up here in the Permian tomorrow and headed back to the Marcellus and Utica for the week, and then it looks like we'll be back in the Permian here very shortly. And we are excited. Our companies are steadily growing, as is our market, and we pray that we'll still be able to handle and maintain the growth that's within our company, and we just look forward to working with qualified and quality customers.